What is going on, guys? My name is Germ and welcome back to the channel. And if you guys are new here, as always, leave your boy a like and a subscribe. It's tier list time, baby. It's time to put Zamasu and Trunks here on the EZA TUR tier list. Now, a couple ground rules before we start. As always, number one, the tier list is entirely my opinion. Yes, I know. Boo me, man. I'm just playing. So yes, the tier list is based on my opinions, how I feel about these characters at the current landscape of the game, how just kind of overall I'm really thinking about all these characters and stuff like that, right? You could say, you know, oh, I think I don't know. Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is actually like top 5, and sure, whatever. We're all entitled to our own opinions. Let's keep that in mind as we move forward. Number 2, this is going to be based on the hardest fights in the game. Currently only the 3, Omega, Sin Shenron, and Cell Max. That's it. Why? Because Goku Black, while Goku Black and Cell are both very hard bosses, unfortunately, fellas, I do think we're going to get even harder bosses than them. So we'll see as the landscape moves on, right? Keep in mind, I will have some judgments based around the Goku Black and Cell fights because they are difficult fights as well. So just overall, the big 3 is like the main factor for me, right? But we'll see as we go along. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Trunks here. Our guy Trunks, right? First, is there any changes that I want to make to the tier list? Also, let me go through the tier list real quick. Fodder tier are basically characters that are going to get you killed regardless, right? Like these characters, yes, you can beat stages with them, but half the time they're going to get you killed. D tier characters, they're still probably going to get you killed half the time, but they have like some pretty high stuff, right? Like they have like high damage reduction. Frieza is kind of the only anomaly here because I mean, he probably is here. I'll be fair and honest. Honestly, yeah, we're gonna put Frieza down here at this point, man. Frieza is not good. This Int Golden Frieza, he's not good, man. High damage reduction type units, I think this is fine. UI Goku is fine here, right? Just the C tier characters can still be ran, but keep in mind that you have to kind of hide them. You most definitely have to hide them, especially this guy, until he transforms, right? B tier characters can sort of handle most of this stuff here. I am going to move Vegito and Zamasu down a tier because I mean at this point they cannot handle like Omega Shenron. They cannot I mean Tech Vegito Blue probably can handle Omega Shenron because it is a long fight, but Rose most definitely cannot handle Omega Shenron. Now next to Zamasu though, on a 200% leader skill, he most definitely can, but he still takes a lot of damage. So at this point, I mean these two characters I can move down, right? I could also probably move down Omega because Omega gets no play, right? The only help that this Omega ever got was a banner unit from the 7th anniversary, and that's it. So until we get that transforming Sin Shenron, it's basically lights out for our guy Omega, but he's still in this tier, right? Super 17 can take a lot of damage. Tech Golden Frieza can take a decent amount of damage at this point. Turles, Gohan, Vegeta, I mean, yeah. A tier units can basically handle the majority of content, right? As long as if they're type advantage, they're going to be fine. Honestly, the only character I'm going to move up is Vegito. Vegito is really good for Omega Shenron and Sin Shenron and Cell Max. Now, if he gets super attacked, yes, you are dead. You for sure are dead with this guy. But honestly, this is the only character out of these guys that I think is just way beyond better than what than people give him credit for. Yes, his attack stats are very weak. Yes, he can get hit very hard by supers, but honestly, the counters and the normals, it's a pretty good mix. S tier characters can handle the majority of all content, right? Like they're going to be very good. I don't think I'm going to move anybody up or down from this list. And then Z tier characters are the best of the best in terms of EZA TUR. So without further ado, I am going to start with Trunksu here. Now, I'm going to place Trunks in a place that I think is comfortable for him. And that is here. I do think that Trunks is very good, but I'm also going to keep this in mind. And I'm going to tell you guys this before anything. You can very easily have Trunks here. Very easily, Gogeta and 17 could be beyond better than Trunks. Gogeta has a 50% chance to dodge in his base Super Saiyan form. 17 has the support in the damage reduction, or he does have the support at least, right? The thing about Trunks is his base is actual fodder. Like this is terrible, dude. This character did not get enough. He did not. Right. The really cool thing is that both Zamasu and Trunks are support characters for Ki. Right. This is also pretty good that he has the guaranteed additional attack. But the problem is that's it. This guy starts off for me, right, usually at about 180k defense, 187k. Obviously, he's going to get 50% defense from super attack. So after super, he's well beyond 250k plus, you know, 300k defense. The issue is with the hardest bosses in the game, that's not enough right now, dude. Turn 1, that's not enough. So, you know, Trunks, unfortunately in this form, just is not good, right? Now, this is a really good Trunks. I have had this Trunks at worst start off with 200k defense. That's because Trunks got no super attacks in the turn before. Keep in mind that those 50% defensive stacks from base Trunks do move in to this guy's defense. So I've had this guy start off at like 500k already. He still gives the support, right? He does have a build-up. So Trunks does have a key build-up and attack and defensive build-up and stuff like that, which is pretty good, right? This guy can triple super attack, and he reaches pretty high defenses on this form alone because he's getting 50% attack and defense in his Super Saiyan form. So it's definitely not the worst, right? Like, he'll keep stacking his defense continually. This guy can still get caught by supers, by the way. I would say right now, you need to have at least 800k without guard, because this guy has nothing. Other than his high stats, this guy has nothing. Dude, no guard, no damage reduction, no dodge. And unfortunately, that's just the path that Dokkan has taken, right? Like, I do think that Piccolo Jr. is the best TUR in the game, right? Like, best just non-EZA TUR. I think Piccolo Jr. is that, but he doesn't have anything special either, right? Just raw stats, and he does a crazy amount of damage. Trunks, I feel like could have benefited a lot more if he just had guard, if HP was 50% or higher. That's it. I think if Trunks had guard, if HP was 50% or higher, he would have been ridiculously powerful, right? The problem with base stats is you can still get caught, and that's an issue because I've had this Trunks get caught. This Trunks can take damage from super attacks, you know, even when he's stacking and stuff like that. Then you have his active skill. I mean, this is ridiculous. The amount of damage that this guy can do, right? Oh, he can do some, like, depending on his stats, right? I've gotten him like 6 or 10 orbs, and he's hit like about 15, 16 million attacks. That's for me, right? I've also had him get LR Bulma support, the full entire field of orbs, and he hits over 50 million, basically 49 to 50 million. So I've had Trunks just go absolutely ridiculous before. This Trunks can rip off half of Omega's health, right? This Trunks by himself could probably solo every single boss in the game with just one huge attack stat with the LR Bulma stuff, right? The thing is, this character is pretty bad apart from just the high amounts of damage that he does because he gets no defense anywhere. Right, just the 20% defense per key sphere obtained. Now, I have had this guy reach 2 million defense before, but that's because I stacked up enough. Because I think before you transform into this guy, you need to be at like at least bare minimum 900k defense stacked before you transform into this guy, and he has like really high crazy defenses. But this unit, I mean, does so much damage that it's just like, it's actually overwhelming how much damage this guy does. So I think this is a comfortable spot for Trunks. I think top here is a pretty good spot for Trunks, right? Like top 4, top 5 level. I do think that you can move Trunks down to like top 6, top 7, top deal type that, you know? I think that Vegeta is kind of like the cutoff. I think Vegeta is the cutoff, and then like everything above Vegeta is like insanity. So Trunks, I think I would have him here in this S tier, the highest S tier. He'd probably be like an S plus character, to be honest. All right. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. It's not even close. It's actually not even close. In fact, to not disrespect Zamasu more, yeah. So I can't disrespect Zamasu. Yeah. No. There is no contest. There is literally no contest. Like, he has no competition. That's literally how powerful this guy is. Let's talk about it, right? He stacks his defense in his base form. You know, he heals you for 30% HP overall. He's giving extreme class allies 2 key, man. And that's just his base. His base is ridiculous too. Like, his base is his weakest form, but it's still good. Like, and then you get to this. You get to this. He's stacking attack and defense, 50% damage reduction, support, healing, additional supers. I mean, come on. 6 out of 7 links with a goddamn like top 3 character in the game. This guy does like 8 million attack stats, right? But he can do triple of those while stacking defense and having 50% damage reduction. And then, I mean, bro. You Trunks can do damage, yes, but it's like one shot, and it depends on him actually doing more attacks, right? He can additional super attack and stuff like that, so he'll probably hit harder on an additional super attack. But I mean, Zamasu matches the damage output of that Trunks. Like, Trunks does way more damage. Okay, let me be fair. But Zamasu with his triple, if he triple crits, he's matching that damage output. This is ridiculous, man. I've had this guy do 13 million plus attack stats while critting. He's basically one-shot bosses on his own, right? Like, that I've seen. So, I guess the bad thing about this guy is he does debuff your superclass allies, but it literally doesn't matter. With the power output that this guy has, it actually just doesn't matter, dude. Like, yeah, I'm debuffing my superclass allies by 10%, sure. I don't care. So, 6 key, I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. He's actually just stupid, right? Considering, yeah, 6 out of 7 links with LR Merge Zamasu, who's one of the top 3 characters in the game, in my opinion, right? If you have infinite Zamasu out, like the Sky Zamasu, you have Sky Zamasu in slot 1, you know, he's not taking any damage because he can't damage Sky Zamasu, infinite Zamasu. And then this guy just does like 13, 14, 15, 16 million attack stats. Like, while having a 50% chance to... it's ridiculous, dude. It's actually so ridiculous that I cannot disrespect this character. There is nothing bad about this character. I guess the worst thing could be if you don't have his links up, but literally by turn 3, when he's transformed into Merge Zamasu, there's no way, dude. There is no way, man. Yeah, no, this is the craziest EZA I think they've ever released, dude. Like, I can't ever think of a time, right, where an EZA TUR came out and I'm like, okay, this guy kind of matches up to this unit's level of power, right? They're probably STR Cooler when he first dropped. Like, he was really good in comparison to most of the other 2022 Dokkan Fest TURs. I think this guy's on the level of 2023 Dokkan Fest LRs. Or Dokkan Fest regulars. My bad. Not LRs, TURs. Like, this guy's on the level of Piccolo Jr., Goku, you know, 23rd World Tournament Goku, God Goku. This guy's in that level, man. I cannot disrespect Zamasu. I'm sorry. It may look like I'm being biased because I am a Zamasu and Goku Black fan, but this is true. I'm sorry. This is true, man. So, yeah, enough Zamasu. Here's what the top 10 looks like for me right now. Zamasu's, again, keep in mind, there's like, yeah, it says 1, 2, but I mean, it's literally Zamasu in like 5 gaps before you reach Piccolo, dude. Yeah. So that's my top 10 right? Zamasu at 1, I mean, by far, there's no competition with him. We'll see what happens in the future, but like, this guy's too overpowered, man. Right? Piccolo, Beerus, Goku at 4, Trunks at 5. Again, I think you can kind of swap Trunks between 6, 7, and 5. This area right here. I'm going to put him at 5 just to be like, you know, just to give him some benefit of the doubt, but I think you can easily swap 17 and Gogeta with him, right? Vegeta at 8, Cooler at 9, and Boo at 10. So there you guys go. There is the EZA TUR tier list. Again, Zamasu is the king. I'm sorry. Zamasu is the king of EZAs, man. He's the god of EZA. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, leave your boy a like and a subscribe. I think this is perfect. Like, literally, there's nothing touching Zamasu. I'm sorry. Like, it's true. There is nothing touching this guy. So if you guys made it to the end, leave your boy a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.